Hello, and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and it's a joy to come to you again today. Like you know, always we are here to enrich our lives, get information so that our relationships with one another can be bettered. We are looking at the issues of working in teams, and we've so far looked at the formation of teams and when times when the teams are storming on different things and when they are getting into a norm where things are getting, known by each other. And then we looked at the performing stage the last time, and we are going to continue from there because it's very, very important that we have all these pillars in place. Then we can begin to really build and look at issues that arise. When we talk about teamwork, we're not only talking about maybe working in a team at work, but I'm talking also about your relationship, you and your wife or husband, you and your siblings. And, we do things as teams. And I always say that life is made in a way that no man can be an island. We need one another. We need each other. So it's very, very important that we understand these stages of development when we are building ourselves into teams. So today, we are going to look at the time of reforming, because we have already, gotten people who are on board. So maybe 6, 7 people. We have an idea of what we want to do. We have, discussed the strengths, the weaknesses, and, different, abilities that we have brought on board. And then we have done a few things together. Now we need to retrieve and look at what we have done and see if there is the need to do some kind of readjustment, reformation, and so on and so forth. Then we can say, okay, we are bringing a closure to a particular phase of what we are doing. Yes, it's always great when we work in teams, but teams can only succeed when every member of the team is contributing from his end what is expected of him. Sometimes team members have to work alone by developing things at their places that they have been positioned in the team. And then they come together and then put the pieces together. Sometimes when we don't understand, how to fix the jigsaw, we may be putting a right block in the wrong space. So it's always important to know where you left from and where you have to return to. It is absolutely wonderful when we work in teams to be checking with one another as to how we are doing. And that informs you that, well, I have to be faster, or, I still have to wait because I'm informed that the next person who is coming to give something that I would have to add on to is still, working on it. Information and communication are key to the success of any enterprise. It is very important that as we work as teams, we also review the progress, we review the process, we make suggestions, and we also make plans for improvement. We have to be all for the success of the project. Whatever is needed or will be needed for the project to succeed should be what our aim should be. We don't come on teams with personal agenda. We don't join teams for personal gain. We don't join teams for our personal advertisement. We join team to achieve a purpose for a particular task. In times of reforming, it's almost like readjustment. It's almost like, turning tables sometimes upside down in order to shake things off and bring it upright. Times of reforming can be challenging because you go away from the norm, and it's like you doing something in a particular way, and now conditions demand that you got to change, and that change does not come easy. So one of the key things that we need to have and also master is the whole process of patience. Things do not happen in a day. things do not happen within the hour. Yes, there are some stuff that are basic, but usually development of, let's say, ideology, trying to get a new market strategy, you need to get out there, research, come back, assess, check your products, and so on and so forth. So it's not like, going for a walk. You get out, you walk 10 kilometers, you come back home. No. So when you work in team, you have to develop a lot of patience. Having said that, that does not negate the schedules that we have set to achieve our tasks. So everybody is working within the 6 week that we have agreed upon, but yet I'm not rushing through because the 6 weeks was factored into what it would take for me to be able to complete my task. Now, if things are changing, then you have to inform. And that is why communication is very important. Because when we don't communicate, people will be living on what they heard last. I'll see you in an hour. So 40 minutes have passed and you realize something is coming up and you will be late for 10 minutes. You don't wait until the time to say, oh, it's time, but I'm coming, 10 minutes later. No. At the time you got to know you can make it, you got to inform that, look, I know we're meeting in 30 minutes, but I'm stuck with something, so I'll delay by 10 minutes. Then the person readjusts. And if there is something the person could do within the time that he would have to just be waiting for you, then he'll be productive. So communication is very key in the achievement of our purposes when we work in teams. This is today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher. And we are not in a hurry here because what we talk about are very fundamental and very important. I'm taking my time to break down what is necessary for you to become a successful team player. Please, our programs are built one on the other. So I encourage you, especially if you are here for the first time, to watch the previous series so you would be abreast with what we're talking about. And also, I ask you to invite friends to watch this program with you, like and also share this channel, because what we have here, we want it to reach everybody. So we're talking about the reformation. The reformation can only happen when we have tested, tried, and seen results of something. And there are stuff in there that we need to adjust or to change or replace. You don't just get up and say, I want reformation, so everything out, and we're going to bring some new stuff in there. No. Practically, reformations are called because of systems or plans or strategies not working, becoming obsolete, becoming dead. Therefore, there is the need to reform, reshape, do it again. And the times of reformation may not be palatable, but it is needed because the bitter comes before the sweet. If you are able to assess where you need to reform and you do so, then going forward, life is going to become easier for you. As a team player, you must make sure you don't remain silent on the team, but you bring forth your suggestions. You bring forth your plans. You look for ways of improving the tasks and also the achievements of the team. In a team, everybody brings maximum at the best of their ability. And that is when success of the group is guaranteed. We'll continue next week by starting to really look at some of the things that can come up when we work as a team. And if you know about them, because they definitely will come up, then you would be able to know how to deal with them when they come. So we've looked at the norming stage. We've looked at the storming stage. We've looked at the performing stage. And we have looked now at the stage when we are reforming. Next week, we'll be here to continue. And I want to encourage you not to give up if you're working in a team, be it your home, be it your marriage, be it, your sports club, whatever it is. Look for what the aim is and contribute your maximum. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this has been your favorite program, Today's Family, and we'll see you exactly in a week. Take care and bye-bye.